So today, we are diving into a really common question. Can you legally take on a second job in Romania? We're going to cover all the rules, the upsides, and of course, the tricky spots you'll definitely want to avoid.
Have you been thinking about it? Taking on a second job? Maybe you're trying to boost your income. Or maybe you just want to explore a new passion, build up some new skills. It's something a lot of us consider. But yeah, the legal side of things can feel a little murky.
Well, let's just cut right to the chase. The good news? Yes, it is 100% legal to have more than one job in Romania, so you can definitely breathe a little sigh of relief on that one. But there are some really important details you got to know to make it all work without a hitch. Okay, so let's get into it. First things first, this freedom to work multiple jobs, it's not some kind of loophole or a gray area. It's actually your right. And this isn't just some casual understanding. As you can see right here, Article 35 of the Romanian Labor Code spells it out plain and simple. You have the freedom to work for as many employers as you want. There's no cap on the number of contracts you can sign, and the law looks at each one as its own separate thing. Moving on. Now, with this freedom, there's a really clear set of rules of the game, and they apply to both you and your employers. This slide here really lays out the balance, doesn't it? On the left, you see what your employer can't do. They can't forbid you from getting another gig or punish you for it. But look to the right. You have a duty, a responsibility of loyalty and confidentiality to all of your employers. Just think of it this way. Each job exists in its own universe, and you have to give each one your full respect. All right, now for what is probably the single most important part of this whole explainer. So please, pay close attention right here. This is a potential financial trap that honestly catches so many people completely off guard. The absolute key to understanding this tax rule for part-time work is this number right here, 4,050 RON. That's the gross minimum wage, and you're going to want to burn that number into your brain. Now, just take a look at this table. See what's happening? If your part-time job pays you less than that minimum wage, like in that first row, 2,000 RON, your social contributions, your taxes, are calculated as if you earned the full minimum wage. That's right, they're based on 4,050 RON. This means you end up paying a way higher chunk of your actual paycheck in taxes. And trust me, that can be a real shock to the system. But okay, don't panic. There is a clear and pretty simple way to get around this trap. This is not a problem without a solution. Let's walk through exactly how you can make sure you keep your money. Here we go. It's a simple 3-step fix. First, just add up your total gross income from all your jobs. Does it hit at least 4,050 RON? If the answer is yes, fantastic. You're eligible for an exemption. Step 2, all you have to do is submit a simple monthly declaration. And now for step 3. And this is the one people forget, you have to give a copy of that declaration to every single one of your employers. Not just one, all of them. And hey, there's even better news for some of you out there. If you happen to fall into any of these groups you see on the screen, you're a student, an apprentice, a pensioner, a person with a disability, or a parent of 2 or more kids, guess what? You are automatically exempt. You don't have to do a thing. No declaration needed. Okay, almost there. There's just one more key piece of admin you need to get right. Let's talk about what's called the base function, or in Romanian, funcția de bază. So what in the world is a base function? Well, it's actually pretty simple. It's just the one job that you officially choose to get all your financial perks from, things like personal tax deductions and those handy meal tickets. And the best part is, you get to pick which job it is. And as you can see here, the choice matters. You can only get benefits like meal tickets and those tax deductions from that one single job you've picked as your base function. You can't get them from every employer, so, choose wisely. All right, let's pull all of this together now. I know we've gone over a lot, so here is a final little checklist to make sure you have everything straight. So to wrap it all up, here are your key responsibilities. Make sure you designate your base function in writing. Submit that monthly tax declaration to all your employers, if you need to. And this is a big one. Make absolutely sure your work schedules never, ever overlap. And of course, always remember that duty of loyalty. But here's a great little bonus to end on. All those extra social contributions you're making, they can actually lead to a higher pension when you retire. That's a fantastic long-term payoff. And that really brings us to our final thought. The law, as we've seen, gives you the freedom to go out and earn more money. But balancing the time, the energy, and your focus between different roles, well, that strategy is entirely up to you.